All right, welcome back to another Naked Gun review in our Naked Gun movie review series here. This is the
Mm-hmm.
latest in our movie review series. We've done several at this point. We've done tons of movie reviews in general, but we've also done Star Wars, The Godfather, Ghostbusters, Shrek, Halloween Town, Wizarding World,
Pirates of, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah,
and that might be it,
I think
maybe.
I think that's it. I think that's it,
That's
right?
quite a few. It's quite a few. This is
It's
like
quite
the
a few.
eighth series or something we've done.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Kind of
uh,
an unusual one too. I think a
this
little bit.
is
I mean, Ghostbusters is a comedy series, I guess,
Well, it's
but
definitely an
it is
outlier
still.
compared to those. Like, there's a much more of like
Yeah,
a mainstream legacy to them,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
for the most part. But yeah,
Right.
so last week we reviewed The Naked Gun, 1988. Now today we're going to review The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear. All right.
Yep.
Now I have seen these movies before. Alec had not, so this is not a fresh watch for me, but always good to get a fresh perspective as well. All right, but we'll still start every review with our gut check, which is a score out of 10 that we're thinking coming into the review. And then after discussion, we'll lock in at the end, our final score. All right. 3, 2, 1, flip. 8.5.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a definite step down for me.
Mm-hmm.
I I still thought it was quite funny. I still would watch it again because I was still laughing pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot less. It was a lot less rapid fire this time around. Um, and yeah, I don't know. It just there was just something about it that just felt like not quite as like on the nose or as keen or as I don't know what it was. This movie's also really short. I don't remember how long the first one is, but this is like an hour and 20 minutes
Yeah, they're
long.
all the
Like
same
this isn't
length.
even. Are they okay? They're all
Yeah.
85. It's interesting because this one felt like longer in a weird way. Like I don't know. It felt like simultaneously longer and shorter at the same time. Like it was definitely a lot more focused on the main plot, but it at the same time it was also like I was also kind of like, whoa, the movie's almost done. Whoa, what's going on? Like we're here in the last
Mm-hmm.
the last act of the film. I was like, whoa, okay, sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe we can kind of like parse it out as we talk about it. But there was just something about it that just like didn't quite hit my funny bone nearly as much as the first one did. But I mean, but that being said, it I was still laughing. I still
Mm-hmm.
had a good time with it. I particularly enjoyed. I think probably my favorite scene, maybe my favorite scene in the movie was I don't remember the name of the club scene where he was at the blue
The Blue
something,
Note.
the blue note. I think the blue note. That scene was
Mm-hmm.
spectacular. I loved the depressing the song, the amazing song, the pictures in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was incredible. Um,
Yeah.
I also liked the jokes about George H.W. Bush and John Sununu.
Mm-hmm.
Home state right there. Uh, John Sununu was yeah, he's governor of New Hampshire at one point. So and his I believe his son Chris Sununu was recently also governor of the state for 2 terms. So or
Mm-hmm.
3 terms, 4 terms. This is quite a few years now, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Little jabs at that. That's made me laugh a lot. Um, so yeah, you can't really. But the thing is, like, and you also can't really like the performances were all still good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Well, you rated it pretty similar score to last time. So
Yeah.
tell me what your overall thoughts and such about it.
Yeah, I think most people tend to think it's the sequels are a step down. It seems to be the general consensus, but I've always felt like this was just on par with the original. I was almost tempted to give it the same score because I really like a lot of the jokes in here. Yeah, I love the blue note. I love
that scene is amazing.
I love just his entrance in the beginning when we first see Frank Drebin. He swings open that door. And all
Barbara Bush, just all the Barbara Bush, beating Barbara Bush is just like was all very funny too. So,
yeah, there feels like there's more of a story here. Like for me, I felt like it was more interesting, at least, than the original plot. Though I don't really either. Both of them are obviously just like there's silly plots, but this one still, and I think it still suffers the same kind of vibe to where it's a very similar formula to where it all culminates into like an event at the end. And like some stuff of the event isn't as interesting as the rest of the movie to me, similarly to the original. But yeah, I really like the we're honoring him for his 1000th drug dealer killed. And he's like, in all honesty, the last two I backed over with my car. Luckily, they turned out to be drug dealers. I love that stuff. I love all the stupid like breakup stuff, dramatic stuff between Jane and Frank. Her crying tears into a bucket, and then all the blue note stuff. Yeah, it's just very similar to me in terms of the caliber of the jokes, and then there's some that don't work as much. But overall, it's like it's always held up to the original for me. But you know, at the end of the day, all it's about is the jokes. So it's whether the jokes work for you or not.
Right.
You know, there's not too much. It's not that deep, really. At the end of the day,
it's true. I did like Robert Goulet is the chief villain in this.
He's another like another smarmy hamming up villain.
And Richard Griffiths was also really fun to see. Harry Potter sort of crossover there. Uncle Vernon, that was fun because I mean he was the established kind of character actor. He did a bunch of little roles and stuff, and obviously in British television and British films. But here he is in Naked Gun 2.5. So, I don't think we talked about the opening sequence in the last time.
Because I was kind of thinking, we would talk about it now because it's a recurring thing now.
Yeah, where he goes through the birth canal. The car does this time. I was like, whoa. It's kind of like, where are we going here? It's like through like this fleshy tube. It's like,
that's the signature opening credits right there. It's pretty iconic. Again, I just wrote down so many different quotes of jokes and stuff. This movie has like maybe my favorite sex scene in a movie ever. It's
the sex favorite. Scene is incredible.
My favorite.
just repeated flowers opening and rockets blasting off. I love the very end where the basketball
triumphant music, just very good. And I love how they even have these little things that they put in there, like the when Frank breaks out all the animals from the zoo, and then there's actually a payoff at the end to the stupid death.
That payoff was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, that payoff was amazing. Yeah.
Yes, that's funny too, because like he's trying to get information out of him, and Ed runs over to help him out, pushes him out the window, bounces off. Oh, he's nice and he's fine, safe and sound, and just lion murders him. It's great.
So a lot of the plot of this film revolves around sort of this energy arms race, more or less, where Robert Goulet is essentially trying to ensure that he and his sort of conglomerate have continued success and in this administration, and so they want to like basically they don't care about renewable energy at all. They're just like, yeah, just use all this stuff. We don't care. We use coal and all this, and then and so but Richard Griffiths, his primary character, who I don't remember what the name is, he gets like subsumed by a duplicate.
Yeah, Dr. Meinheimer.
And then Meinheimer is the one, and he gets kidnapped, and he uses like a exact replica duplicate who is gonna like basically because he's heading up the committee for the energy committee. It's like they're going to use him to basically like destroy all the renewable energy stuff so that they have a succeed in their plans for coal and oil and nuclear and all this other stuff. And so but then at the end, we'll skip to the end because it's so at the end it's like all this stuff about all renewable energy and all this. And then, of course, you get to the part where they finally are able to get him in the right place, and say the speech to the crowd of politicians, and no one cares. Everyone falls asleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like everyone. It's like oh they're building up like we gotta care about the earth, care about the renewable energy, and it's just like no one cares. So it's funny because like the whole like maybe messaging of the movie where it's like, oh, we should care about our planet is like also kind of sort of made fun of at the end of the day because like no one cares,
right?
One way or the
Gene
other.
cares. Gene cares. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he cares. That's right. Or Jane cares. Yeah.
But then the bomb was going off. It has to hand him this nice steamy book for him to read. Yeah.
Yep. Wakes everybody up immediately.
I wrote down the quote that he read that I found was particularly interesting.
It was very illuminating.
From the book called Stroking the Love Muffin. I like that. I like that name. It says, their undulating bodies writhing in a sensual rhythm as he thrusts his purple-headed warrior into her quivering mound of love pudding. Just foul. Just a
very
foul description. Quivering mound of love pudding is crazy. Yeah.
That might be the grossest description I've ever heard of sex, maybe ever.
And then Frank saves the day triumphantly, trips over the power cord, and
he stops the bomb. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And he's like, blowing away a fleeing suspect with my 44 Magnum used to be everything to me. But then he's like, I want to be known as the environmental police chief officer, whatever. I forget what it was.
Right.
And then it was just love prevails,
Yeah, it does. He
Jane, will you marry me again?
Doesn't mean anything. It's not if he doesn't have Jane by his side.
And you see that there's like years have passed since the first one. They were supposed to be married 2 years ago.
Right, so it's been like a couple years, maybe 3 years, you could say, arguably.
So I just love all the stuff between them and his back and forth with what's his name? What's the villain's name in this? Do we remember?
I almost said Hector Savage, but that's not it. He's the henchman.
Right. Habsburg.
That whole
Habsburg.
That's it.
I like their whole back and forth they have in here. And
I think another one of my favorites was the dancing
Yep. Yeah, I like
Just
that.
the overly complicated dancing moves that they were doing the whole time while they were talking, and then it's like, oh, we got to show off a little bit, and they like rips their dress off practically, and then they're doing in the background they're doing all those fancy moves while he talks for like it's like a really awkwardly long period of time. He's like talking to his henchmen about like, yeah, we gotta fix this. And it goes on for like 20 seconds where it's just him talking to the henchmen while they're just doing moves in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah. That was great.
And there's the whole yeah.
The tank sequence.
Yeah.
The everything with the standoff. The standoff and that whole sequence was pretty great. And then having OJ Simpson like drag down the city for he goes to Detroit.
That's right. Yeah. Still getting beat up in this movie. That's right. So we did have that gag on the shootout on the rooftop where he kept upgrading his weapon. Like,
putting different attachments on. This is like, wow, this is quite the sidearm you got going on here.
Just so much stuff. There's the sex shop, you know. There's the
where I like when he picks up the basically it's like a it's like a leaf blower practically that moves around.
And he was talking about how, like, Frank was like, we're the last defense between scum like you and the decent people, upstanding people in the community. And the guy is like, say, we got that Model D83 Swedish sure grip suck machine you ordered.
Yeah. There was what was it? There was one time he was like, I think he was like Sex Frank. No, thank you.
Not right now.
Not right now. Maybe later.
And then that villain, what do you think of the villain guy in here, the one who was in the standoff, and then she hits up at the door of the staircase in the sex shop, like, here, you'll be safe down here. And he falls down. Our main villain guy.
Why am I not remembering this?
In the shower.
Our main villain guy?
The shower scene. Jane.
Right. The shower scene? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was weird. Yeah, the shower scene. He sings along to the then he throws the he sticks the hose and turns it on and he can't turn it off.
Him off. Yep.
And it blows him up.
I like the whole fight scene in the bathroom was good too, where he's like brushing his teeth.
Blow dryer. Blesses his teeth. Oh! And then he's got the blow dryer to blow him up. Oh! And then it's like the fluffy towel is like painful.
Yeah, he did that same kind of bit again.
Yeah. Damn. It's just like it's wild.
I don't know,
that's why you need to stop Frank. You just give him a fluffy towel. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
Yes, There's just so many funny little bits in here that I still really like.
Yeah.
Did you notice the Weird Al cameo here again?
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. The coppers will blow you away.
Nice job, Frank. Oh.
Yeah. One of those. That's one of those things where another detail that I really like is so it's when they're investigating after the bomb blew up. All the different. This is something that I think we didn't even comment on the last one, but that all the different like outlines of people.
Yeah,
how they did that. In the last movie, they had the outline in the water, which was like one of the funniest things. But in this one, they had like tons of outlines everywhere. But if you looked, there were some that they just completely phoned in. One was like a stick figure.
Yeah.
They made.
Yeah. I love the whole opening scene there with where we first get reintroduced to Jane and everything, and the sketch artists.
The bomb. The sketch artists. But yeah, then the bomb is like, oh, Yeah, this is a pretty neat clock. What do you think about this? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but it's a couple minutes. It's a couple minutes slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, found another one. Hey, we found another.
There's so many different like little gags that are just like subtle in the background too. Like there's just like one of them with like a group of them posing with one of the bodies, like taking a picture, and yeah, a lot of shenanigans. He's just standing on a body.
It's just like, oh, Frank, you're standing on
One,
or
yeah,
the introduction also of Jane. Do they get reintroduced? Like the pair of breasts that just say, "Hey, look at me."
These. Yeah, look at me.
Look at these.
A body that could melt a cheese sandwich from across the room.
He's like, wow, that's very specific.
It is like, yeah, she reminded me of my mother, all right. No doubt about it.
Yeah, Frank, she doesn't look like that. It's like you're looking at your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of fun to be had here, to be sure. I was still, like I said, I was still laughing throughout most of the film. Oh, I liked the continuing on with the sort of political humor of the period of time. I also like the portrait of Dukakis in the background of the Blue Note. And it is like, maybe one day the Democrats will have somebody up for president who's worth voting for.
Yeah. George Bush had to stop himself from clapping.
Come clapping.
He's like,
oh.
Yeah, I just love the whole idea of the Blue Note, that it's just a bar you go to, like if you're depressed and you just like, doesn't help you not be depressed. Weirdly,
right? No, they got like pills. Well, they got like pills and and stuff,
nooses and
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the strongest thing you got. I love that. On second thought, how about a black Russian? And then he does the look at the camera.
Yep. Good joke.
And then the whole bit with Ed, where he's talking about how you sleep with the same woman every day, and with me, I just have all these young girls who want sex. Can't say no. And then he starts foaming at the mouth.
Yes. Well, then it was like, oh, I heard your Eddie. I heard your wife's. Your wife's expecting. It's like, yeah. Wait till I get my hands on it.
Yeah. I love that. That's one of my favorites in the whole thing.
But yeah. Well, that's oh, I blanked. George Kennedy again. Another standout. Like him and them playing off each other is just, it's great. Every time that they're doing that is just, it's very fun.
And still at the Blue Note, they had the whole Jane's, when she had a third hand come up and slap him.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, you think it's easy displacing an entire tribe? You try it sometime.
Oh, well, also back to the sex scene. I noticed the reference to was it a Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're making the the pot, and there's a third pair of hands that shows up.
I believe the brother of the director is the person who directed Ghosts. I think that's the
really?
fact.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I like that. That's fun. Again, that's some nice topical riffing, because that movie was a huge success of a film, and some little gentle ribbing at the pottery scene.
There's a lot of topical stuff in here for sure. So it's impressive that it's still like the jokes still land.
Well, it's interesting because it's like the energy conversation is still like that was very, very like a big thing of that period of time in the late 80s, early 90s, but it's still kind of a big thing now. So, even though it is
still dealing with Spill and Kaboom and dealing with all those guys.
yeah, the acronyms of all of their of their.
They also had the gadget guy back, um, where
Oh
there's
yeah,
a little gag where it's like he found a dinosaur footprint, and he's like, anything else? And he just keeps finding these crazy. He says these crazy discoveries that are unrelated. And he's like, we got a piece of timber they believe might have been from Noah's Ark. I'm like, wow,
oh.
it's not relevant. But again, this is what the first review turned into. Anyway, it was just naming off a
Yeah,
bunch of jokes that we like.
naming a bunch of great jokes.
Because really, at
I mean,
the end
that's
of the
kind
day,
of all you can sort of do.
yeah. So I like the
Right?
performances. I still like the humor. They're different from the original. Like they didn't recycle too much. You know, if anything, it was like the towel bit. There was
Yeah. I would say that the general structure is basically the same. I think maybe that might be like that might be the thing that I dislike about it, or the thing that doesn't work for me, is that like it is the jokes are still good. They're not as many of them. Some of them don't land quite as heavily as it does first time around. But the jokes that do are still solid. The performances are still really good. So it's like it's worth watching still. Like I wouldn't say like it's not like a significant downgrade. It just isn't as fresh feeling as the first one, because it's the same kind of
it's fairly
it's
derivative.
the same
Yeah,
kind of jokes. Yeah, it's not they don't repeat jokes, but it is like it's still the same style, and the structure of the plot is more or less the same. So,
but at the end of the day, for me, why I don't think I've always seen on par is because I don't really care much about the plot anyway.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the first movie's plot is even good. It's just
no, it's
I just like the jokes. I'm here for the jokes, and I still
I mean, it is really just a framework to hang the jokes on. But I think it might just be the fact that there's like the jokes are there's just less, and some of them aren't as quite as good.
For what it's worth, even compared to the original, I feel like the original, it at least felt like the baseball sequence was longer. It felt a little more drawn out than what we had here. I didn't feel like it was as much.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're spending a lot of time on this thing. You know, they had a little bit of the event, but it wasn't as long.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Where it was like, oh, they're just kind of resolving it, because like it almost feels like after, the birthmark, showing the birthmark of Whistler's mother, like that almost feels like that could have been like a whole thing. Like, oh no, he's embarrassed them, and it's like the whole thing's ruined now or whatever. But it's like no, they just kind of continue on from there, and even if he's using like that huge brush to try to scrape it off.
Yeah. I also love Jane's apartment and the shenanigans in there. Like,
I love the refrigerator's bit is amazing.
Amazing.
So she started leaning in. I was like, oh, she's gonna keep going, isn't she? And I didn't think it would go as far as it did.
And you just see like a subtle reaction to these kinds of things. You just see a subtle reaction from Frank, like, huh, and then he helps her out. And then there's all the animals that she has, like a whole farm of animals, and the fact that there's, like I said before, with the lion, there was payoff from the zoo.
Yep.
We actually had the guy trip over one of the pigs, like on his way out.
Yeah, the pigs were great. I also like the fact that it looked like she was literally just feeding them like some like Swiss Miss. Like that's all. Like she was like pouring like a little powder in all their dish, and I was like, what is she doing? What is she feeding them?
You like her protein shake she was making too?
Oh yeah. So they all had rhyming names too. It was like it was a Muffy and Puffy or whatever. It was all like that.
Yeah.
It was all kind of like.
That's right. But her protein shake, where she's like, "You sure you don't want a protein shake? I'm trying out a new recipe," and she's just adding like, started with like, was it bananas and strawberries, and then she starts adding like sausages and
A
like
Charleston Chew. I saw a Charleston Chew in
so
there.
much stuff. You know, just like in the wrapper. You know, there's like just a foul combination in there. But she's great. I think she's great in this too.
Yeah. So I do also want to shout out, actually, the music is also really good in these movies.
Mhm.
It's like it's very over the top. Like it really hits like it goes for like a real like noir, hard boiled kind of detective type vibe for a lot of it.
Yeah,
But it's not afraid to get kind of wacky and fun at the same time. It really does match the film in a way where it's like it's trying to strike a semi-serious tone, but that's more as a joke
yeah.
than anything else. And that's really fun. I like that a lot.
I'm trying to remember. Did we have more of the Frank driving gags in this?
The Little Italy was the only major gag that I remember.
Not crashing
And
into
they
shit
like
left and right though.
yeah, not as much. The Little Italy joke was that one was, I thought, was quite funny because they were, the back projection,
Yeah.
rear projection that they have. It's just like archival footage of like Rome.
Because I'm trying to remember if I'm mixing up from the original or not now. But him like driving backwards, was that in this one? You remember that? He was like driving backwards and then he bumps a car up and then cement starts pouring into the top of it.
Oh no, I'm not remembering too. That might have been in this one, but that might have been in the first one. I don't remember. Well, the tank bits, that was him driving the tank through everything in this. So that was him sort of doing that.
You're not cleared on it, Frank. Like it made no sense. Like, it's like they had all these guns. He shoots his like little gun a little bit, and he's like, "Looks like he's holding all the cards, Frank." There's not like any hostage or anything. It's just like, he's got us.
Yeah, well, I love where they got the place surrounded. He like accidentally hits a guy who like fires a little bit, and then everyone just starts opening fire on the house.
Yeah.
You put down your weapon and come out with your hands above your head, or you can also come out and then drop your weapon. You can do it in either order.
Yeah. And then they're asking for his demands, and he's like, "I want a nice hotel, no touristy place, something really indicative of the people and their culture."
We can't do that. Okay, that's nice. That's too much to ask. Yeah, but I love it how he was so willing to just come quietly, and then Frank just drives through.
And it's just silly because there's there's no hostage situation here. You didn't need to do all that, but
no. That was great, good stuff.
I think that's about it. But
I think so. I think that about.
I really like. I still love it. I love it, and I was tempted to give it the same score because it's very similar to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I know most people don't agree, I guess, but for me, it's like they're up there. Yeah. The third movie I haven't watched nearly as much as the first two, so I don't really know how that one stacks up or not. But to me, these are very on par.
I guess we shall see.
That's final score. 3, 2, 1, flip. 8.5.
7.5. I mean, it's hard to be too. It's hard to be too hard on it because I did still have a good time watching it. I do think I still think it is worth coming down still a bit from where I had the previous one, just because it is a little more tired in some ways. But that being said, enjoy, lots to laugh about. It's worth watching still, I think. So
yeah. That's the Tarqaron score of 8. 8 out of 10. All right. Naked Gun 2.5.
So nothing to sneeze that there for sure.
Well, it's the smell of fear, and nothing to
It's
sneeze
the
at.
smell of fear. Why was it called that, by
I
the way?
don't know. I think they're all just random names.
It-
Well, the first one's
random, yeah.
normal, but
Yeah.
the last one is called the Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final insult. So I don't know if there's any meaning to any of it, but
Other than that, it was like it's the end of a trilogy, so they're calling it the final. It's insult.
mhm.
I don't know.
To be honest, like even with a lot of this stuff, as much as I've rewatched and learned a lot of the references, I'm sure there's plenty more references baked in there that I don't even know. Like the smell of fear could be a reference to something. I don't even know.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, so the original was 1988. This was 1991, and then the third one was 1994. Right, and then once we watch that, we'll be on pace for 2025. The Naked Gun. Wow.
That's right. With Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson instead of Leslie Nielsen. That's crazy.
That's right. yeah.
Crazy?
What's up with that?
Do you think that was like intentional? Like, it's just so similar. We got to go for it. You know,
We got to do
it's
it.
meant to be.
I don't know.
But all right, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more. Come back next week for 33 1/3. We're jumping up quite a bit.
Yeah, many points here. It's a lot. It's a lot to.
In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you go check out our review of Memoir of a Snail. All right.
Kind of recent. That was a movie night pick.
Just earlier this year. That's right.
Yeah.
Animated film Memoir of a Snail, which is equally as good as The Naked Gun 2.5, according to the Tarqaron score. There it is.
There it is. There it is.
And take care.
Take care.